like that one guy.
There's been like 3 people who have done that. I think Ari did it the first time he was on the podcast too. Now see, I'm curious as to what resolution the PlayStation 5 will stream at. That console is 7 days away now, and we still don't know that. As far as I've read. So anyways, Greg, you know what yesterday was, right?
Is it my last day of work?
Yes, it was that.
Oh, good. I'm actually jobless right now. Sans job.
I mean, that's not really fair. You've got another one lined up that you're moving to in a few days, so.
And no one's paying me a paycheck right now.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I gotta enjoy it while I can, even if it's only 3 or 4 days. It has been a constant stream of work for like 17 years straight now.
How many reviews do you write a year?
Yeah. Do we really want to find out?
I'm guessing about 100.
No, less than that. It's got to be less than that.
And how many of them do you write at work?
Even less than whatever that is.
Half? 2/3?
Yeah, half is fair.
Okay.
It's probably more than half.
I'm just saying.
What's your point?
Your work is a little bit more lenient than most of my jobs have been.
You're insane.
I am 100% not.
My work was, because I don't work there anymore, 1,000 times more pressing. Like when shit needs fixed, shit needs fixed.
And when shit doesn't need fixed?
Then maybe we get some reviewing in. I am very good at multitasking for starters.
Oh man, I'm not buying it. You don't have any clue how many jobs I've had, do you?
Look at all my fucking little guides on these no-name games that nobody plays or knows. You have the gall to say I'm not an excellent multitasker?
I didn't say you weren't a good multitasker. I'm just saying, from experience, pretty much every burger flipper probably works harder than you.
No, you're insane.
I am absolutely true. Or honest there.
Yeah, you're insane.
One of the biggest misconceptions about the minimum wage.
Yeah, but see,
the more money you make, the less you tend to work.
Look at a burger, right? They fuck those things up all the time. Do you think I can afford to fuck up what I do?
Yes.
No.
You work in an IT
related.
Idea
what I do.
You work in an IT related field, and like the norm is everything is broken with IT. So.
Yeah, you're insane.
No, I don't know.
Zero idea what I do, and I can't exactly just go out and say what I do. So this is, first of all, this conversation, which you're probably recording.
Yes.
Very,
on air.
very
so
bad,
don't say anything.
Right? I can't go and say things, but...
Are you saying you can't defend yourself, so I'm free to just pummel you at work?
Yeah, which is very, very unfair for starters.
Okay. I will try to make this a little fair.
People will die if I don't have my shit straight.
Oh, jeez. I will try to make this a little fairer and say I know a lot of government contractors who work in the military side of things, and honestly, I think the country would do better if they weren't doing their jobs. Just from the people I know, their jobs are neither pressing nor terribly useful to the Republic.
Well, also think of this. Think of the things America does, right?
If you weren't doing your job, I would probably be happier with the outcome.
Some people, right? Some people are not exactly enthused of all the things America does, for starters.
No, I'm almost certain that
that's fair.
I'm almost certain that if you weren't doing your job, I'd be happier about it. I would be happy about you getting a new job, but I'm almost certain that it's kind of a lateral trade when it comes to America's imperialism abroad. So,
yeah, I think that's fair.
I mean, I can divulge what my mom does because not that she's a comptroller. She wastes our money. Or as she says, she
Oh,
tries to keep
trust me,
soldiers from wasting our money.
the government has no problem wasting money.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I'm like, if she didn't do what she was doing, probably wouldn't hurt anything. And she's paid too much to do what she does.
We get a lot of tutorials. I went fishing for the first time in the Persona guide today, and didn't, because we already went fishing once for a trophy. Because they changed like the trophy. In the original guide, you have to go fishing like a week straight and catch the, build up your points and catch the big fish there. That's the trophy. But in Royal, you just need to go fishing, like period, like once.
That sounds way better.
I think the description is like hang out at the fishing hole or something like that, right? So, I mean, I'm only really going fishing today so we can unlock the book, so that if anyone wants to like read all books, which isn't a trophy in this game, it's unlocked.
Wait. You're doing something that has no trophy ramifications?
I mean, I'm out of things to do that have trophy ramifications.
Okay. So
this
basically
trophy
you
guide
have
is way easier.
Basically you have no guidance whatsoever, and you're just like, fuck, what can I do
just
to fill
fucking
up the
doing
days?
things, yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, Haru still isn't maxed yet, so we got that at least.
You've had her for a while by that point, haven't you?
Eh. I mean, a little while. You probably could max her if you weren't focusing on other people.
I just saw her for the first time in the game last time I played. She was watering some flowers, and Ryuji was like, I bet I could do her.
Yeah, he is, probably.
You're
almost...
I'm paraphrasing.
I'm closing in on December 1st. You're almost 3 months behind again.
How dare you, sir?
How dare you?
I've looked at that guide.
First, this disparagement against the U.S. military and its troops, you troop hater.
I will disparage.
And now
I will disparage them freely and with a clear conscience.
This utter apathy to Persona.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm more ashamed about the Persona thing by like leagues.
You should be.
Sorry, I'm an army brat. I grew up around military people and on military bases, and like half of my friends joined the military. I'm not impressed by anyone who goes that route. Unless they go that route and they're like, I'm gonna scam the government, get my 4 years, get some fucking money, and do something else.
Get some money? Whoa, what military are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's for people who actually go to college afterwards.
You sure you're an army brat? Because it doesn't sound like you know what you're talking about.
No, you go to you're in the military for 4 years, and then they pay for you to go to college.
I mean, I guess.
That's what a lot of my friends did, and then they went, man, being educated sucks. I'm going to go back to the military.
Go get their history degrees and do nothing with them.
I mean, if they could actually hack it long enough to get the degree, that'd be one thing, but they just started throwing tantrums about civies, and before long they were back in the military. It's like, okay. I mean, most common case of deflection.
That was my plan. 4 years, GI Bill, go to college, but...
Well, if you get a fucking job, what do you need to do the fucking college thing for? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's kind of how it happened.
Nobody needs college. You can learn more just by fucking reading shit on the internet. Although I will say I learned infinitely more in college than I did in high school. Like, high school was just a waste of 4 years of my life.
Yeah, shoot, I had to take the GED to get in the Air Force because my high school wasn't accredited.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
How was your high school? Were you going to like one of those like religious high schools where it's just like a double wide trailer?
Kids don't get to pick where they go.
No, I'm not. I'm not condemning you. I'm just wondering if you went to one of those schools.
Oh yeah, it was a religious school. They claimed they were accredited too, so like they should by all, like if I had just power, right? These schools would be facing like legal repercussions.
Yeah.
which they deserve to,
Yeah.
but they don't.
Ooh, are you talking to Ari?
No, I'm talking to Greg. Ari, I don't know where Ari went. We were supposed to play Warhammer. Did you eat already?
What's this post-election chat 2020? What's this?
Oh, because we were going to talk about the election and shit. Remember, we talked about the election 4 years ago, pretty much to the day, right?
Yeah, but they haven't declared anything. They're
I
still
know.
counting.
I know.
So how's it quote post-election?
Biden's won this. Let's just be fucking real. Biden won.
Yeah, you know how that's gonna go though.
I mean, you know, if there's Supreme Court and other shenanigans, fine. But pretty sure Biden actually won this. And I don't know. I'm all kinds of mixed bags about this. I didn't really have much going into this election in terms of like hope for the future or anything, so I'm just looking at two different flavors of piss and all these people are arguing over which one tastes better. I'm like, y'all are just fucking wasting your time fighting for nothing. I was trying not to follow the election shit yesterday, but all the people I know from Britain were super fixated on it for some reason.
Yeah, it's like watching a car wreck.
Yeah, right?
Why you think people watch NASCAR, for example?
Well, they like the competitive spirit and the athleticism, obviously.
No, obviously.
I actually have a cousin who raced, not in NASCAR, it was a lower order thing, but she drove race cars for a while. And then she became an EMT, so I'm sure that's connected somehow. But yeah, it was fun watching this election play out and see everyone freak out about how close it was. Oh, I can't believe America is this racist and people are this stupid. It's like, were you not around for 2016? Like, did you just forget that election year happened? I mean, I knew this would be close because have you ever just heard somebody passionately argue Biden's virtues as a fucking politician?
No.
Has anyone, have you ever even heard anyone...
Has anyone done that with Trump?
Sadly, yes, but...
I mean, there's some people online that think he's like a gift from God, but like, has anyone who's not mentally challenged or insane done that?
Yes, but they were paid to. I mean, I'm just thinking Fox News here. The only time I ever heard anyone say anything good about Biden was in comparison to Trump. And again, you know, just like in 2016, it's the lesser of two evils, the lesser of two evils. Well, guess what? You still have
there probably
evil.
there probably is, in all honesty, a couple of things, but Trump hasn't acted on any of them.
I mean,
like weed.
He's
like Biden thinks weed is a gateway drug.
Yeah.
There's a good chance Trump has a more lenient view on weed than him.
That's the thing about Trump.
He hasn't acted on it at all. So
I don't think Trump has any ideology whatsoever. He's just he's just a grifter. He's a con man. That's all it is. And he likes playing the president on TV. So it's a shame that he actually got some credibility in that role, but he doesn't care. He doesn't have what's Trump's big issue? I guess you could say immigration, except he's hiring immigrants to work at all his resorts, so he doesn't care about it in a some absolute manner where he's going to allow it to affect him negatively. No, he's I don't know. I think he is racist, pretty obviously racist, but I also think he likes cheap labor, so he's not going to let one thing get in the way of the other.
Yeah, I mean, cheap labor probably wins over his racism.
So, I mean, let's be honest. Biden's racist too. You don't get to write the 1994 crime bill. I guess I should be more lenient to Biden. He's either fucking stupid or racist. There's no third option here. If you don't know the results of that crime bill, writing it, then you're just a dumb politician. Like we
Why are you
can't.
just killing cows over and over? What the fuck are you doing?
Well, just because I want to fucking have something to occupy myself with while I wait for Ari to download his patch and talk. That's basically what I'm doing
Patch?
for Inquisitor Martyr. You were gonna test that out. And yes,
Oh,
I'm
I should
killing-
probably buy that, huh?
I guess.
What, shoot, there's different versions.
I think all of us just have the base edition. If you want to get, God, there's two like bogus ones. There's an Imperium edition, and I don't know.
Are they trying to nickel and dime people? What is this?
Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit. There's a legit expansion called Prophecy that has an extra character, and that might be worth picking up. And I think there's a bundle for it for like 17 or 18. But the rest of us just have the base game. So if you want to be cheap and just get the $8 version, no one's gonna care. Oops. I've been playing fucking Fairy Tale and shit, so I keep jumping when I want to open doors and whatnot. I was playing another game earlier and it had a different control scheme. So my head's just not right. That's why I keep jumping at these doors, because I'm trying to press X.
Yeah, let's see, they got Inquisitor Martyr Complete Collection. Here, let's look at these. Inquisitor Martyr.
Like, there's a Imperium edition or Deluxe edition that included some, like, skins and a soundtrack, and I don't give a shit about that.
26 add-ons. Jesus Christ. No wonder it took a while to load. Okay, yeah, Prophecy, $6. The base game is $8.
Yeah.
Prophecy is $6. Maelstrom of Carnage, Desperate Crusade. What are these levels? Add-on level.
Oh, by the way, I'm killing oxen over and over again for their meat because I want to build up a nest egg of money. I could do something interesting after I have enough delicious cow flesh.
Delicious cow flesh.
This is also a pretty good way to boost your vocation rank. Gets you some of the skills you're gonna want, especially early on. I shouldn't be running around. I'm actually kind of hurt.
Yeah, 26 add-ons is quite a bit.
Yeah, most of them are garbage though, so. I don't want to mess with any of these bandits up here.
So Inquisitor Martyr is the Diablo clone.
Yeah, it's one of them. Chaos Bane is another Diablo clone. It
They're
was
both Diablo clones?
Yeah. It was like Chaos Bane was decent, but kind of dull, and they want you to beat the game with every character, so meh.
The complete collection is $17.49, which is like almost $10 more.
Yeah, and there's some things in that complete collection that I don't really think are worth any money. So.
The Prophecy has a new class and campaign, new ranked game mode, 12 new missions and unique game areas, 5 pets, 7 cosmetic items, and the soundtrack.
Garbage.
There's only 2 players.
Yeah, the main game is 1 to 4 for whatever. I don't know why they say that.
It's not 1 to 2?
No, go look at the main game. I swear it says 1 to 4. Or 2 to 4. Network or whatever. I saw that while I was looking at all that stuff a few days ago, and I was like, wait, what the I thought this was a 4-player game. Oh, that's my game with those harpies singing, I think. But yeah, we've got Biden at 264 electoral votes. I'm pretty sure he's going to win.
Fine. Yeah, it says 2-4. They fucked that up, man. There's no way they didn't fuck that up.
That has to be a typo.
Yeah, somebody messed up.
Like, the Nevada polling hasn't moved in a while. It's still at 75%, but I'm kind of thinking Biden's going to flip Pennsylvania, so I don't really think it matters. Probably won't get Georgia, although that's like in recount territory.
So what the fuck is this Imperium edition?
I think it's one that predated the prophecy stuff. So I don't think it has that in it. I think it's just the base game, some of the cosmetic stuff, and the soundtrack.
Yeah, it says it has a season pass.
Oh, how much does that cost?
Yeah, let me check. The Imperium edition includes the game, the digital deluxe pack, and the season pass. The season pass gives you access to brand new content after the game has been released. Digital deluxe pack is an emote, the soundtrack, personalized footprints. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, that's what I want.
Decorations, so you can customize your hub.
A lot of garbage. A lot of garbage.
Well, what's the season pass then? Let me go find that.
Games as a service, Greg.
I don't like this.
Not included. Simplicity.
Well, this doesn't make any sense. The Imperial Deluxe thing was like $8.24, and the season pass is $11.99.
Yeah, just compare all the prices and add everything up and see how fucking stupid it is. Oh,
yeah, but
please.
if it's $8.24 for the thing with the season pass, why does the season pass cost more?
I have no idea, dude. Maybe because the thing with the season pass doesn't include the base game? I don't know. Yeah, okay, there we go. Before I try to do any crazy runs, I should be a little higher level, I think. Goblins.
Oh, they have Vermintide too. We could always play that.
Oh, we already have that.
So Chaos Bane, Warhammer Chaos Bane, $17.99.
I mean, you could easily platinum that if you wanted to. It's not a short platinum, but I guess you'll have time on your hands. So,
Yeah, I got so much writing to do.
how many of those Alex guides are you jumping in on?
Probably Demon Souls and Spider-Man.
Oh, that reminds
Chaos
me.
Bane Deluxe Edition, $19.99.
Target is having a buy two get one free sale on the 8th. You probably will be driving, I think. No,
Yeah.
that's Sunday. You should be done driving by then.
Oh, yeah. Sure enough.
We don't know all what games are in it, but provided there's enough stock and they include some of the PS5 games, like they listed Godfall as one of the games there. That's part of that deal. They did say there would be some exclusions, but again, we don't know what those are. But if I could get my hands on something like Demon Souls, Miles Morales, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'd consider doing that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too. Buy two, get one free, huh?
Yeah. I would have to seriously consider buying a bunch of games from Target. Still waiting to see if Ari's gonna hop on and chat. And see what the hell Rebecca's doing.
I'll probably get this combo pack, Warhammer pack, hack and slash.
What is it?
$23.99. It's the Chaos Bane and Inquisition thing.
Inquisitor Martyr. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you've platinumed more tedious games. It can't be anywhere near as bad as Gauntlet.
Yeah, probably not.
I actually talked about, like, Chaos Bane's getting a PlayStation 5 edition, and I'm like, if it has a new platinum, you know? I mean, it was tedious, but it was also a decent podcast game, where you could just, you know, play it and kill some shit in a group of 4, so... I think it's 4-player.
Is the Martyr one 4-player too?
Yeah.
Or as well?
Hey, Ari!
There you go.
Greg's jumping on the Warhammer bandwagon. He's a little late to Chaos Bane, but, you know, trophies do.
Did he even have Chaos Bane?
Nope, he's just
No.
playing now.
Well, that was a special circumstance. We only got that because of like a pricing error.
Yeah, they did. They undershot the price. At least that's what Jared said. I'm like, nah, you're fucking crazy, and I went and bought it anyways, and sure enough, the price fucking doubles, and I'm like, oh, okay. I guess Jared was right on that one.
We all jumped on that. We were like, $20.
That was a pretty
I
easy
missed
platinum.
it. There's a bulk package with the Inquisitor Martyr for 23.
Yeah, it's not too bad for both those games.
Yeah, I'm gonna download both these.
So you're just loading up your games and your console and driving across the country?
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, it's been a while since I've done that. It is dark out here. Don't want to pick a fight with more hobgoblins. That didn't go so well last time.
Oh, I finally played Streets of Rage 4 too.
By play, do you mean
That's
platinum?
a pretty. No, they want you to do some crazy stuff in that game to platinum it.
Okay.
But it's pretty fun. It's a really easy, quick playthrough. But there's a whole bunch of characters you got to beat it with.
I was waiting for a sale. I figured maybe that'd be a podcast game. I don't know.
That's got to be pretty cheap by now, right?
Did your physical edition come in, or did you buy a digital edition?
My physical one came in. It looks like a giant Genesis cartridge. It's pretty cool.
All right. No, I've just been playing Pathfinder mostly. Working on that. You know it is. Daily grind.
Sounds icky.
They actually... Oh, how far are you in? I played that a little bit.
I'm in Act 2 now, so somewhere in the 40%, 40-some-odd percent area.
You like it?
It's alright. I don't know if we're gonna buy Miles right away. I'll probably get Demon Souls first.
I actually wrote up the tutorial area to Demon Souls recently.
Jeez.
I wonder how much
They said they're adding new armor and rings and stuff, but I don't think they're actually changing like the area layouts or bosses or anything. Like no new areas.
No, people go mental.
But like
because of that.
it's gonna look night and day, so
I was
there's a good
wondering,
there's a good chance.
remember there was one area that was like closed off in the original game? It was like,
Yeah, the broken fifth world stone.
yeah, I was wondering if they were gonna add
I would have loved that. Then they totally
Apparently
should
they're
do
not
that.
gonna.
And it's a shame. A shame.
That's what DLC is for.
Maybe we'll see.
Alright, I just said this to Greg, but I guess you're here now, Ari. Target's having a buy two get one sale on the 8th, starting the 8th, 8th to the 14th. And one of the games that they're listing on it is Godfall.
you know, they,
So, depends what else they have, but might be worth checking out.
Oh, 12 gigs per martyr.
Jeez, that's the size of the damn update patch I just downloaded. One thing I hate about this generation of games, the size of their updates.
mine's still copying. It's at 91%.
Damn undead.
I actually took Futaba to the jazz club today. They have a skill, since it's a Sunday, Masakunda, and that's where the every enemy gets a hit down and evasion down, which is pretty good. But I don't really want to put that on any of my people, you know. But if you
can
take
cast it for
Futaba,
free, yeah.
and she gets a thing, she unlocks it, and she has a chance to cast it for free.
And to think, you sat here and squealed so much about going to the damn jazz club.
Yeah, it's still not the best.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it's a chance, right? Like, whatever.
Save load it.
What's it going to happen? Twice? 3 times?
Yeah. I meant for the earlier skills, which are very good and guaranteed.
Well, concentrate and charge are really good, for sure.
Yeah.
What's the next one that we must have?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look. I made a list.
You have been in charge of tracking this. Don't even pretend.
Yeah, but I switched out computers. I don't know where anything is anymore. It's somewhere.
Isn't that what he says when he activates his third eye? It's somewhere.
Oh,
I
had
can
a-
turn anything into Persona references.
I bet. I mean, you played 2 of them, so... Actually,
2 of them.
I think you get a lot more of your speech mannerisms from Steins Gate than Persona.
You're confusing me with you.
No, I recognized a lot of Gregisms while playing through Steins Gate.
Speaking of Steins Gate, did you buy that robotics note?
What the fuck is that?
No?
I have no clue what that even is.
It is another game kind of like Chaos Child that came to PS4 recently or is about to.
I haven't even
One of
played
the two.
Chaos Child, so I...
Didn't I send you a link to get a copy of that? It came with a little art book.
I don't think so.
Well, if I didn't, I did you a disservice because it was
You-
cheap and it came with a little art book.
You did me a disservice, sir.
Apparently.
I am...
Chances
much
are pretty
aggrieved.
good I did send it to you. I mean, I know where to throw the little. I just threw it in my knick-knack drawer. I don't know where else to put the fucking thing. But how have you not played that yet, though?
Chaos Child?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not made out of free time, despite what it might seem like. I am dubious as to my pawn's ability to help me if she's going to get down that quickly. Ow, that's what I need, wolves.
Well, the biggest reason to bring Futaba on these any of these skill days is because, I mean, she has like 5 free slots or 4 free slots, something, you know.
Might as well have her have something.
Every single character you get, even Haru, when you first get her, she quickly fills up all her. You know, she's full up on slots. You're gonna have to drop something. Plus, Masakunda is a skill that Morgana just gets naturally, so no one freaking uses it.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of a lot of those stat buff skills. Maybe they get later or good later, but
Well, it's way better to use Yusuke's version that applies evasion up and hit up to on your party rather than putting hit down and evasion down on all the enemies.
yeah.
Because you want to dodge attacks, right? That's gonna be way better for you than hitting enemies better because you usually don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, most enemies don't seem all that dodgy.
Yeah, exactly. So
We got a question from Allie on Discord.
So should I cut the power to Edgewater or the Deserters?
oh well, the deserters. I mean, we're in agreement? Look at this guy, can't talk and type. Lame.
I totally can, but well, there's a lot that goes into it. You can have the leader of Edgewater step down in favor of the chick who's leading the Deserters. Or you can shut off the power to the Deserters and force all the workers to go back to Edgewater and leave the guy who's already in charge of Edgewater in charge. It has ramifications on another quest later along down the line.
That is easier to do if you cut off power to the deserters.
Yeah.
Plus, trophy-wise, it's way better to cut off power to the deserters.
Well, you need to do either or. So.
Well, I'm thinking other trophies.
Nah.
Like, it's easier to kill the mayor if you do that. It's easier to, like, just rampage in the town if you do that.
There's a trophy
there's a couple save reload trophies that are really good if you have a full city to rampage in.
Yeah. There's a trophy you get if you... Allie probably doesn't care about trophies. She's playing on PC.
Boo! Trophies are love. Trophies are life.
Too many trophies.
There's a lot of trophies in that game. But they're pretty easy to get.
It's a good game.
Looks like we might have to do like 5 missions before we can pull off on this game.
Oh, really? Ugh. I'm still waiting for it to download anyways.
I'm on the 3rd mission, I guess I missed it.
That quick, huh?
No, I did the first 2 missions of
So, Ari, what do you think about these elections?
oh god.
Ari's sick of it.
Hearing conspiracy theories from people saying, oh, there's a big conspiracy against Trump and they're gonna make it seem like Biden won and then the truth will come out.
No, jeez.
And yeah, stupid shit. Stupid shit like they're trying to suppress Trump voters by giving the people Sharpies in person because they think that'll invalidate their ballots, but
It doesn't.
Sharpies don't invalidate ballots.
I'm pretty sure Biden won.
Yeah. Well, didn't he set a record for the popular vote or something?
Yeah, but I mean, that's meaningless because every election there's more people, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I just try to explain to my friends that I don't believe in conspiracy theories, and they get mad at me. So
I mean, I believe in conspiracy theories, but I also believe the government's too incompetent to hide one.
yeah,
So if there's a conspiracy theory, it's not something you need to theorize about. They'd be doing it right out in public, right?
right.
Like that whole 9/11 thing where people are like, "Oh, I can't melt steel beams." It's like, do you think that this government, George W. Bush, was smart enough to coordinate a terror attack and then, like, come on.
Right.
And why would the government even need to do that? You know, every time the government's actually engaged in a conspiracy, they've gotten caught, and what has their response been every time? They just shrug and say, "Squirrel!" And then we're talking about a fucking squirrel. So, I don't know. It just...
They can't even go after the people who financed the terrorists properly.
Well, I mean...
From 9/11.
Yeah. Fuck, Saudi Arabia was tweeting cheeky shit about it a few years ago.
Are we still able?
Huh?
Are we still able?
Is that your Warhammer?
So we're not testing that game?
Yeah, we'll be
I
playing that
heard
game.
Wave of Filth. I'm like,
Wave
yep.
of filth. That's Warhammer.
Yep,
Yeah,
I like
my
it.
guy's voice was coming out of my controller. Speaking of which, I gotta switch it.
I'm pretty sure by vote counts things are accurate and Biden's gonna win this, both popular vote and electoral college.
Yeah.
I don't know why Republicans are acting so aggrieved by this, because Joe Biden's a fucking 1980s Republican. Like, what do they think they're gonna lose with Biden in charge? Nothing.
Yeah,
Their
go.
hero, their fucking Trump.
Their cult leader, yeah.
But yeah, it's stupid.
I just what progressive policy? I'm a social democrat. I'm far to the left of anyone running in this race. What do these people think Biden's gonna pass? Because I don't think he's gonna do a goddamn thing. Especially since Mitch McConnell's keeping the Senate. Like, this electoral result is the best case scenario for Mitch McConnell. Trump was a bit of a liability, let's be honest, and they got rid of Trump without significantly defeating Trumpism. Like, Biden's margin of victory is around 3% from the looks of things right now. That's about what Hillary Clinton did. Like, so Trumpism hasn't been repudiated. They're not getting a progressive or a socialist in office, God forbid. We actually fucking fix anything. Mitch McConnell keeps control of the Senate so he can sabotage Biden. Not like he needs to, because I don't think, again, Biden's going to do anything. And then when the economy tanks, they can just blame the fucking Democrats in the midterms and then in 2024. And it's going to be a debacle for everybody except conservatives. They're going to do fine. They're going to be great. Speaking of Warhammer, Jesus Christ, talk about grimdark. I just, like, the only...
Oh my god, you have to create a Neocore account in order to play it.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't even know what Neocore is.
You better get to work, woman.
What the fuck is Neocore?
I don't know, that's what I just said.
Probably the publisher or some shit. Like, Joe Biden is already fucking saying shit. Mind you, Donald Trump is saying here, "We have claimed for the electoral vote purposes the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, which won't allow legal observers, the state of Georgia, the state of North Carolina, each one of which has a big Trump lead." Additionally, we hereby claim the state of Michigan if, in fact, there was a large number of secretly dumped ballots, as has widely been reported. Like, you can't just claim states as things you've won. They're counting votes in most of these, or they were back when he tweeted this. So
Yeah,
this
like how
guy's-
is that? How is that not political suicide?
because they get away with everything.
This guy can get away with fucking everything. There's no accountability. Like journalists in the past 4 years have been the most spineless fucking cowards.
And you know what Joe Biden was saying at around the same time, both about 8 hours ago? This is Joe Biden. To make progress, we have to stop treating our opponents as enemies. We are not enemies. Dude,
Yes, we are.
Trump would fucking guillotine your ass if he thought he could get away with it. In fact, I'm surprised you still have a fucking head. Because I'm pretty sure he could get away with it. So he's already doing the bullshit that I said he was going to do, where he's going to try for bipartisan bullshit and rehabilitate the GOP and... Like, the only major policy reform that I think is even remotely potentially on the table is cutting Social Security. Because they tried to do that back in the Obama years, so... if you're... I got two conflicting things. One, for all the fucking MAGA cultists out there, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of griefing. It's gonna be fun. I hope you fuckers break down and throw tantrums and are upset. Genuinely upset. You don't have any good reason to be, but... all you fucking morons posting pictures of the entire Trump family getting reelected consecutively, fuck you. A little bit of schadenfreude. It'll be nice, but it's going to be empty because I'm pretty sure we're just going to get another fascist in 4 years anyways. Like, nothing's going to get better, nothing's going to get fixed. Conservatives are going to be fine, policy-wise. If you actually care about policy, things are great for corporations and conservatives right now. Just peachy.
Yeah.
If you care about policy, well, then you're not going to be very happy. So it's a Pyrrhic victory at the very, very best.
Almost done with November 28th.
Oh, jeez.
Draws people to you. What's the answer for that? Draws people to you. 8 letters.
Charisma! I doubt that's it, but that'd be hilarious if it was.
Yeah, I mean, it should be, right?
I don't think it's enough letters, is it? No, it is.
Yeah, I thought charisma was too many letters too, but as I'm putting it in, it is correct. Charisma.
Holy shit, I got one!
Hey, I guessed it too. I actually said it slightly before you.
What?
I thought it was going to be too many letters. But
I've got this
no,
on
it's
tape.
perfect.
You better not try to pull that shit.
It's like a split second before you.
Oh, I'm not buying it. Oh, you're stopping this right now.
Okay, yeah, replay it. we gotta get a finish line, a photo finish here.
Ari, rewind this.
I didn't say it very loud.
Okay, uh-huh.
Don't
We-
back down.
We got Rebecca Trump over here.
No, I did say it.
I
Pretty
called
sure I started.
I called
slightly before you.
charisma. I don't care how the vote went.
I'm saying
I
you
cl-
probably didn't
I-
hear
I
me. Is
claim
what
it.
I was saying.
I probably didn't hear it, but I probably didn't hear it because it didn't happen.
It did happen. I am losing my voice though, so.
Did you eat spam or tuna or... Couldn't have been spam, I don't smell it. Chicken? Okay.
Chicken.
Okay. Now I've got more pawns.
I don't think we're creating seasonal characters.
No. Unless there's a trophy for it. In which case, no, because I didn't do it. Back when I played this game a long time ago. Shit. Do I want to try to do that quest, or do I want to try to get to playing Inquisitor Martyr? I should play Inquisitor Martyr. Everyone else
Nah,
is
wait
doing
till
it.
wait till my thing downloads. Oh,
Well,
you gotta.
we've got to
You
get
gotta
through
do-
intro missions anyway, so.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Rebecca, do you have any thoughts on this election?
I haven't been paying attention to everything that's going on with the actual numbers.
Well, Democrats spent around $300 million on 5 Senate seats. They ran conservative Democrats, aka they ran Republicans calling themselves Democrats. They lost every single one of those seats.
I kind of figured they would.
The highest profile one was, I think, Sarah Gideon lost to Susan Collins. And Amy McGrath obviously got crushed by fucking what's his name, Mitch McConnell, who is probably the most offensive person in American politics today. If I had to press a button to get rid of one of them, I would definitely choose Mitch McConnell over Donald Trump. Democrats lost seats in the House, but they didn't lose control of the House, as far as I know. Everyone thought that Biden was going to go run away with this election by, what were they saying, 6 points, 8 points? He's up 2.4% right now, which, interestingly, is right around the margin of victory that Hillary had, although she lost the Electoral College. So that's amusing to me, because remember all the excuses Hillary had after the 2016 election. It was the Russians, it was sexism, it was this and that. No, maybe people just don't like neoliberals that much. Maybe like 2.5% is the best a neoliberal is going to do, better than Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
It really is a shame that many people can look at that man on Twitter and be like, "This is fine."
250,000 Americans are dead because of his incompetence, and he got 68.6 million votes.
Yeah, clearly people don't give a fuck.
I don't understand how people are voting for Donald Trump. Like, obviously they don't care about policy or ideology, because there's not that big of a difference between Trump and Biden on those terms. I mean, I don't want to pretend Biden is competent, but as far as I know, he hasn't gotten 250,000 Americans killed, right? Like, that should be just disqualifying.
Yeah.
Whoever's, well, we'll see. He might get his chance. I don't know. I don't know what they're honestly voting for, except cult of personality. It's bizarre. I don't get it. So even if you're just the most arch conservative ever, what has Trump actually achieved? Like, how many miles of fence did he build, and how much did he get Mexico to pay for?
Yeah, has he delivered on any promises, really?
Yeah, he did the one thing that Mitch McConnell wanted him to do. He put 3 Supreme Court justices up. And we're probably going to spend the next 4 years doing rear guard defenses.
Did he do that, or did people's lifespans do that?
Well, he was filling the fucking chair at the time, so...
So he was present.
So people's lifespan.
Good job.
Look, Donald Trump's life is just a history of just happening to be present at the right time. So, yeah, I mean, what can you say? Republicans have gotten away with everything over the past 8 years. Like, Democrats haven't mounted a single successful rebuke of them in any meaningful way. They stole Merrick Garland's SCOTUS seat, saying that the next president should be able to sit one, and then when the exact same situation rolled around, they put Barrett on the Supreme Court. So they didn't pay any political price, not one. Again, the popular vote difference is almost exactly the same as it was with Clinton. No price paid by the Republicans whatsoever this election. None of the shit Trump did in the past 4 years affected them politically. Nothing. Not a bit. I mean, you can say that's terrible and complain and say that's not how it should be, but that's how it is. If my analysis is correct, I'm just looking at the numbers going, I mean, Trump gained support with every demographic. He even gained support with the LGBTQ community.
How is that
He
possible?
doubled support among that group over last election. He gained support among Latinos massively.
How is that possible? All these things are head scratchers.
He gained support with black men, black women. He lost support with white men. Like, it turns out, and I've heard Democrats say this for years now, like, the Republican Party is just going to wither away and die because of demographics. Like, they're going to be, like, whites are going to be a minority someday, and whites are the ones who vote overwhelmingly for Republicans. And that's not untrue, but looking at how many, like, there's a really crazy statistic.
Hey, I do want to ask something. I already did. What difficulty mode did you pick?
Oh. Ari probably started playing this, like, months ago, if not years ago.
Not bad. I figured we'd probably have to all be the same difficulty mode, but that might not be true.
But there is one predominantly Latino county in Texas that I think Obama won by like 50 points or some shit, close to 60 points. Hillary won by like 33 points. Biden lost by 5 points. Just think about that. Over the course of 8 years, that precipitous decline.
Hey, where are you from again?
Me? What do you mean from?
Yeah.
Where do
Tennessee?
I live or where am I from?
Yeah. Tennessee, right?
I live in Tennessee. Right now.
They had 10,195 votes for Kanye.
Wow.
In case anyone is wondering...
Or that's all those 10,000
They
voters.
were the #1 state voting for Kanye West.
What a bunch of bumblefucks. I can't say I'm surprised, but what a bunch of... Like, that's sad that, like, the Green Party gets blown out by Kanye West.
I'm not surprised.
Somebody name me one of Kanye's policy platforms. Please.
I'm black.
I rest my case. I would be surprised, but I live in Tennessee, so I'm not that surprised. By the way,
Why
I
didn't
didn't
just be I'm Kanye.
I didn't vote for Trump or Biden. I'm sorry, I live in a deep red state. My vote didn't matter, so I voted third party because why am I going to vote for two conservatives I hate if I don't have to? So, but it turns out that when it comes to minorities, you can't just shit on them and say, well, I'm less bad than the other guy, so you got to vote for me. They're not necessarily going to do it. You got to give them a reason to vote for you.
Yeah.
Like Democrats, sorry, it turns out that you do not, in fact, own people with melanin.
Especially with it being actually dangerous to vote Democrat this year.
I mean, I did a mail-in ballot, and I'm almost certain that as a white male living in a rural southern state, my voting access will never be challenged, ever.
Yeah, ours won't be,
but
people living in cities, they were challenged.
yeah, that's not true for all of you. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
New York City, they blocked actual fucking bridges and stuff that went towards the voting places. So,
but I mean, I think it's going to be a disaster in 4 years. I think, if Biden pulls through like I'm pretty certain he will, congrats, Democrats. You get to fucking own every policy failure, every fucking bit of apathy, every bad thing that happens in this country is going to get blamed on you, including that impending economic crash, which we're overdue for. You don't have a plan for it. You elected a conservative who wasn't going to change anything. You're going to have a disastrous 2022 and 2024. So, and if you think
it's gonna be a disaster either way, but
yeah, at least I get to enjoy the PlayStation 5 for a few years. I mean, that's really all I'm just like.
Yeah, that looks like a shoo-in.
Yeah. If you guys think that Biden's gonna fucking step down after 4 years and you're gonna fucking win an election with Kamala Harris, oh my god. Somebody start taking bets on that right now, because I will fucking put every goddamn dollar I earn next year on that.
I'm not sure Biden's gonna make it through the next 4 years.
I mean, I wasn't terribly sure Trump would make it through another 4 years too, so... But I guess, you know...
And I'm not talking assassination. I mean, when it comes to Democratic presidents, they will be forced to step down if they show mental instability.
Well, I mean, then,
Trump.
so Biden should step down the beginning of 2021 then?
Yeah, but he's not gonna.
I know.
That's what my mom's conspiracy theory friends are telling her, that Biden's gonna step down because he's senile or something. And they're gonna put
So who cares?
I've actually heard that a good bit too.
Like, is she upset because, I mean, we know that Dick Cheney ran the White House for 8 years. This wouldn't be the first time.
all the right-wing conspiracy theories seem really disingenuous to me. It's just the way they talk.
Did you see that shit about Chris Jericho?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not a political person. Yeah, you donated to Trump.
You donated $3,000 to Trump. Go fuck yourself, Jericho. Oh, also, Rebecca, I'm sorry I gotta do this, but Undertaker donated to Trump.
I had a dream, this is gonna be really weird, about The Undertaker last night.
That's not weird at all. You'd probably do that on a daily basis.
No, where he used racial slurs, and I got mad at him because I overheard him saying racial slurs, and I got mad at him, and I confronted him, and I said, I used to consider you my favorite wrestler, and now you're a piece of shit. And I told him to fuck off.
I would.
Guess how many?
That's
I
so
know this
weird.
is a dream, but
I would
guess how
pay
many
so much
wrestlers
money to see
care?
I mean, he wouldn't care, but he didn't care in my dream either.
that. Rebecca's got the
Well,
most
at least
base
it's-
dreams.
At least it's consistent.
But it's weird though that happened. Okay, I'm supposed to explore the area, but I can't interact with anything? Like, what the fuck am I doing? Game is confusing.
Alright, but anyone have any final things to say about politics? I mean, because I'm all just
Fuck 'em.
doom and gloom, and I'm just hoping to play some PlayStation 5. Maybe.
I just wish my friends would chill the fuck out with conspiracy shit, because I don't want to lose friendships over not believing in that shit.
I am not
There's a
gonna.
good chance they
tell
don't
you what
believe
to
in
do.
it either, right? And they're probably just fucking bored, or think they're edgy, or think they're cool.
Who knows, but they get upset when I don't want to talk about it.
I am not going to tell you what to do with your friendships, but I will say that for the record, I have had no qualms about cutting people out of my life.
I've removed 11 people from my friends list.
I mean,
including some
I'm
family
sorry.
members.
I get a little touchy when it comes to politics because when somebody says like it's more important that a healthcare CEO is able to scam the system and buy another yacht than for you to be able to afford healthcare, no, that person is not my friend. And pretending they are is only fucking lying to myself. Like if that's your belief system, I want you fucking gone. And I'm not going to waste my time because I can waste my time talking to all kinds of people that aren't total shitheads.
Yeah.
And I would rather have a small group of people that I don't fucking hate than have a large group of people that kind of sort of think it's okay if I die. So, well, that's just me. Everyone has their own friendships. I've been massacring everybody who fucking didn't maintain my standards for years now, and
Wait,
I don't really regret it. Yeah, somehow Greg made the cut, which just
That
shows how
doesn't-
much of a
that
fucking
doesn't seem-
disgusting lefty you are.
That doesn't seem likely.
Okay, look,
The problem is, one of the friends spouting this stuff is my mom.
I know. Well, one of the people spouting that shit is my dad, so I'm just trying to fucking.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
we
Well,
need that deck, yo.
yeah, we need him to finish helping building our deck and shit. So, I mean, well, another thing about like my
Just
family
another
is
dirty liberal
I know,
relying
getting-
on a fucking proper American.
a proper American.
Ah.
Well, the thing about my family is we fucking argue and fight all the time, so I don't even think it matters. as far as he's concerned. I don't know. Like, I don't know what his politics are. He's the weirdest fucker. And like, I know he supports Trump, and that's super fucking disturbing. But like, he doesn't even defend any of the Trump shit. He's like, "Oh, Democrats aren't any better." Okay, well, that's why you don't support either of them, right? I don't know. He doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if we could get rid of the whole us versus them thing, we'd and get people to care more about actual fucking results. Goddamn, that would help.
Yeah.
Care about policies, fucking
I
policies.
think that's what Greg was meaning. The results
Yeah.
being the policies being passed or not.
I mean, none of the policies are getting passed for 4 years. Nobody is winning unless, you know, you're a fucking corporation. Elon Musk will do fine over the next 4 years.
Hey, Haru is rank 8.
Wait. Why do I not have a bow equipped? Why am I playing an assassin and fighting with a sword? Jeez.
How did you get a weapon already? Have you been playing for a few minutes?
How did I get a weapon already?
I just got a weapon.
Oh, I'm talking about Dragon's Dogma still.
Oh.
Don't worry, Ari. I'm not doing anything interesting. I'm just trying to beef up a few levels and get some more resources.
I'm not worried.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll jump on Inquisitor Martyr now. Stop fucking around on Dragon's Dogma. But Ari, I should be mostly done with all the beginning shit. So I can probably start streaming actual useful stuff that might help you out.
Yeah, I'll check out your streams. Just let me know once you're playing for reals.
Yeah, I'll try to have you pop on so I can have someone to talk to while I do this.
Yeah, but I mean, my playthrough of Dragon's Dogma, I followed your guide up to Van Soren, and after that I was
I mean, that works a good bit too, honestly. Oh, right, but Greg, I knew I knew you weren't a complete piece of shit when I was talking about corporations and shit, and you were just like, we should kill them all and boil them in acid. I was like, oh, okay.
We can be
Oh,
friends
man.
still.
I was like, that works. I mean, you know.
Well, eat the rich, right?
Exactly. That's
Like
why Greg is still here.
if it ever comes down to it, is what I'm saying. The only reason we're not there is because like most people are happy enough. They got sports or whatever in
That's
their life.
exactly what my dad said.
They're eating, right? They have
Everybody's
food.
quality of living is too high to.
Yeah, like that's the
riot.
one. That's the thing that is allowing all of this to blow over for the most part. But if the day
it
ever
shouldn't
comes,
because
and
quarter
especially
of a
if I
million
lose my
Americans died
family.
this year.
right? But 250,000 out of how many? Like we can weather that.
Yeah, I mean 330 million ish.
Bill, you should care if your fucking family is being fucking
Well,
killed
that's the
by a
thing.
virus.
Greg does care,
They
but no one outside
don't.
of Greg's family cares.
Yeah, that's
So-
well,
Too many-
I know.
too many
I'm
people
saying
are
it's absurd
unaffected.
to not care.
That's what I said to Rebecca. I was saying earlier, like, why do we have to wait until the entire system collapses when, we can see the fucking bridge tottering in the breeze. Maybe we should fucking fix it now. Do we have to wait for the fucking hurricane to fucking destroy it?
You know what I don't understand? One of the biggest things I don't understand about Republicans and conservatives is like a lot of them are full bore on the abortion train and stuff, right? But how many times have we seen that an ounce of prevention prevents a pound of cure?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. All this education and all these
Like, let's
preventative
save
medicines.
fucking money. Like, they're
Yeah.
all for that shit.
But they don't want contraceptives either. Like,
Yeah.
they don't want
Insanity.
contraceptives. They don't want education. They don't
Less
want to pay.
people.
They don't
Who
want to pay
doesn't
a
like
damn
less people?
dime. They don't want to pay a damn dime for childcare or healthcare
But
or
they end up
education.
paying more for for kids and all these programs.
I know, Greg. This is why I'm a democratic socialist, because I've looked at stats and I've gone, hey, if you just build a homeless person a house, it's cheaper than constantly having to deal with them and fucking get them temporary housing and having them have run-ins with the police and any crime that's committed. Like, allowing shit to deteriorate... Actually, I can explain this right away. This is super simple. Republicans don't care about outcomes. And by Republicans, I mean conservatives. They don't care about outcomes. They have a moralistic view on the way society works. And their moralistic view is inherently punitive. They don't care that the bad shit happens, just that the person is punished for doing the bad shit. They don't care that if you, like you said, an ounce of prevention, they don't care. As long as the outcome is punished, they don't want to spend any money making less of the bad outcome, because they view it as a moral failure. If you're poor and you do things because you're poor, like steal food, let's just say, be generous, and use a classic philosophical example, they want your hand cut off for stealing bread. Even if having like a government-run bakery for all the fucking poor people would reduce crime and reduce misery, and then all these malnourished people would be more fit to go get jobs and just all this other shit, they don't care. Because being punitive is what matters, not the outcomes.
Abortions dropped by 39% under Democratic presidents compared to an increase in abortions under Republican ones. I can't remember the exact numbers for the Republicans.
And now with the Supreme Court we have, like, I don't know. Like, I feel sorry for you, Greg, given your family situation, but I'm also sitting here like, my dad has 3 granddaughters, and if any of them get pregnant in the next, like, 6 to 8 years, am I going to be able to keep my mouth shut? Because I don't know. I honestly don't think so. I'll be like, well, I guess you shouldn't have voted for Trump, because now you're going to have to fucking deal with a little fucking bastard baby, aren't you?
I mean, did you know you can buy fishing rods at the sports store after going fishing once? I did not know that.
Well, I guess now we found out. Good job on the guide. What's the point of buying better fishing rods? They make it easier to catch fish?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Plus more, if it hits the side, you lose a counter. More numbers, more.
I've never actually gone fishing.
I mean, if you plan to get a plat in the original game, you'll have to.
Oh, I will. Oh, that'll happen someday.
And plus, you can do it and like spend a week on it, 2 weeks, whatever, and then just get the trophy and then reload.
That reminds me of something else, Greg. That Fairy Tale game has fish in its like rivers and lakes and shit, and I'm like, okay, I can't go fishing yet, but I see the fucking fish there, so obviously I can go fishing. And I'm on chapter 7, and I'm like, either this is taking a really long time to unlock, or it doesn't unlock. And
oh man, no, we have to Google it now to see if you can do it. That's not much of a spoiler. Why wouldn't you?
I will. You're right. That's a good idea.
I don't know why you didn't Google. The first thing I thought of was to Google it too. I was like, and you haven't Googled it. I had my phone in hand and was starting it when Greg said it.
You gotta know. You gotta know.
Yeah, like, what?
Natsu and Happy by Fish? No? No, I don't think there's fishing in this game. Like, the fish are so prominent, I'm actually a little bit surprised. That's actually kind of disappointing to me.
And fishing in the anime is fairly common.
Do they?
Yeah, they fish.
Oh.
Yeah. The The initial fishing rod you get gives you 2 hits on the side. This one I just bought gives you 6.
I wonder how much tutorial I have to do to play with someone.
Oh, right. One more thing about that fairy tale game, Greg.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
missions.
I'm on the second mission.
Alex wrote
Pretty short. I'm already on the 5th.
Alex wrote a guide for that game, and I looked up the guide on Neoseeker because I was curious about something. You said because he's such a professional, he had to watch like 300 episodes of it. Now, I've seen some fairy tale, and I know... What is there a lot of in fairy tale, Rebecca? Just...
Boobs.
There you go. So I went and
Would
looked
you
at
say
Alex...
boobs?
Yeah.
So I went and looked at Alex's guide.
I guess I
And-
can't deny that.
Did you know that in the media he has in that guide, at pretty much every opportunity after it unlocks, all the female characters are running around in bikinis?
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
A man
Don't-
of culture.
Don't trust me. You can go look yourself. But I had a hunch.
Are
and it
you
was confirmed.
anti-boob? What is this?
I am totally pro boob, but when you told me that he sat there and watched 300 episodes of the anime for research, I was like,
I
Uh-uh.
think he was being sarcastic when he said
I
for
know,
research.
and I'm being sarcastic too. To make my
Well,
point
I mean,
funnier, thank you for sabotaging.
Because he's
it.
never
Search.
watched it before, right?
Yes, and he has to know the backstory to write this guide. So, I'm not sure he's much of a fan of its rich story, world, and characters, but I think he does
Its
like some.
story.
I think he does like some of the character arcs.
The bouncy ones.
Get it? Arcs,
The bouncy ones. Yeah.
curves.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Come on, guys. Jeez.
I said very good.
Thank
she
you.
said the bouncy ones. Come on.
She's just trying to piggyback on my shit like charisma. And by the way, you better make a note of that in that Persona 5 guide that I did, in fact, solve one puzzle finally. It took almost a year, but damn it, there's one. Alright, I'm gonna hop on Warhammer.